Now let's solve section C. In this section, the criteria is you have to answer the question within 300 words. Each question consists 20 marks. Okay. So let's solve first question. Question 11A. They have asked that differentiate between the strategies for self-reliance through protection and self-reliance through globalization. The question is differentiate between the strategies for self-reliance through protection and self-reliance through globalization. Okay. So let's solve this question. I will give you some key points which will help you to answer the entire question. So let's define what is self-reliance. So self-reliance is a strategy for economic development that aims to reduce a country's dependence on external source of goods and services. This can be achieved through two broad approaches: self-reliance through protection and self-reliance through globalization. So we know what is self-reliance, and this self-reliance can be achieved through protection and through globalization. Okay, so self-reliance through protection is the approach which involves protecting domestic industries from foreign competition by imposing tariffs, quota, and other trade barriers. So self-reliance can be achieved through this method or this method. Now we'll discuss about how the self-reliance through protection can help. So this approach actually protects domestic industries from foreign competition. Protects domestic industry from foreign competition. Okay, like tariff, quota, but by the imposition of tariff, quota, etc. Okay, so the idea is to promote domestic production and consumption of goods and services by reducing imports, substitution, industrialization, its strategies, so which aim to replace foreign goods with the domestically produced goods. On the other hand, self-reliance through globalization, this approach involves integrating a country's economy with the global economy. So in this approach, integrating a country's economy with global economy. Okay. So, the foreign investment, technology transfer, increasing trade, this can help in this method. The idea is to benefit from the global market by exporting goods and services and importing inputs and technologies that are not available domestically. So there is a bidirectional dependency between two countries. This is the basic funda of the globalization. So self-reliance through globalization is often associated with export-oriented industrialization, that is, we can call it EOI, and here we said about import substitution method. So, which aim to specialize in the production of goods and services that can be competitively produced and traded in the global market. Now, there is a key difference between these two approaches. Okay, there are several differences between these two approaches. We've already discussed about the two approach for achieving this self-reliance. First of all, the difference is about the focus. Self-reliance through protection focuses on promoting domestic industry by reducing foreign competition, while self-reliance through globalization focuses on the integrating of country's economy with global economy. So this is the basic difference. Okay, so in the case of self-reliance through protection, they always try to promote the domestic industry, whereas in the case of the globalization case, in through globalization, they always try to integrate country's economy with the global economy. Okay. Next difference is on the trade policy purpose. In the trade policy section, self-reliance through protection involves imposing trade barriers to protect domestic industries, while self-reliance through globalization involves reducing trade barriers to promote exports and attract foreign investment naturally. Another difference is industrial strategy. So, self-reliance through protection involves promoting domestic production of goods and services, while self-reliance through globalization involves specialization in the production of goods and services that can be competitively produced and traded in the global market. So, overall, both strategies aim to promote self-reliance, but they take different approaches to achieve the goal. So self-reliance through protection focus on the promoting domestic industries and reducing dependence on foreign goods and services, while self-reliance through globalization focuses on the integrating country's economy with the global economy to benefit from the global market, right? So the choice of strategy depends on a country's specific economic and political circumstances, including its level of development, resources, endowments, and obviously the institutional capacities. So you should keep in mind all the important points and you can easily answer this question. Thank you.